have to be a movement that's from the bottom to the top of Rhode Island, right, and all across, because that's another diversity, our geographic diversity, that's sometimes used against us, right? Right? Sometimes they'll think that everyone in South Kingston is a tourist. We know that there's people working there, there's ordinary people struggling, right? We need to make sure that they know poverty is an issue across this state. So I want to introduce Betsy Dees, who's been active in housing issues, and she's going to do what we're going to invite some of you to come up to do, is read a stat, but then also share a little bit about what that stat means to you.
Hi. I'm here speaking for the people. I live in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, on the county of Newport, and my kids went to school in Newport, and there's a great division of wealth there, is when you drive around. And I've been interested that, along with a lot of the churches there in town and the synagogue, in how the community can help individuals who are homeless. Yes, there are homeless people in Newport, and very appreciative men when you go and cook there. Although I started a fire in the shelter by mistake. But people need to have a home, and one of the Housing First projects that Rhode Island was designated to carry out 2016, 0, 2016, 0, 2017, where someone who is homeless is given or arranged to have an apartment where they pay a third of their rent. And if they don't have a job, the social services help the person to get a job and then stay with them. And you probably know Don Boucher was a person who stayed with people to help them keep their apartment. In other words, if I'm doing drugs, okay, I can't do that because this is my apartment I need to keep. And the idea of Housing First is that there's support for 6 weeks or 60 years. And so we need to support the social services here in Rhode Island, and we also have to be wary of the new legislation that I understand the federal housing, is that HUD, is going to charge more for the affordable housing apartments. Now, we need to keep people from being evicted.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let someone else